Oh, okay, she's a Super B. That's flipping even cooler.
All you guys right here are winners. We got one world champion though.
I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. Look at beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car.
This episode of Make or Break is all about SEMA, especially the last SEMA show before COVID struck in 2019. SEMA is not technically a car show at all. It's a trade show for the automotive community, and there's some amazing cars, amazing people, amazing products linked to everything to do with any type of vehicle. I bet you're only watching this episode because it's got cool cars in it. So before we get to those hot promo girls and celebrities, let's talk about some of the craziest car creations you'll ever see. Just walking around SEMA, you can really see the detail. And I mean, this rear suicide door beast is quite literally unbelievable. Look at the size of that nav screen in there. The instrument cluster is completely modified and custom and modern, but look at that car. The paintwork is flawless. The sponsors are a big part of this. You can see their stickers all up both sides of the windscreen. This car is a absolute revelation. True beauty at SEMA. I mean, you've got off-road trucks, you've got dune buggies, you've got drift cars, you've got race cars. I mean, just look at the twin suicide door on this absolute beast. I mean, does it get any cooler than that? I mean, this here looks like it's a disability vehicle possibly because the driver's seat is missing. Maybe there is a way for the driver there to be elevated into the car. I mean, that is fantastic. You know what they say in life, only limitation is your brain power. So if you want a big lifted truck and you are handicapped or you're not as lucky as us to be able to walk the earth, then there is no reason why you can't have the truck of your dreams. Just look at that truck. It is an absolute beaut. And for both doors to be lifted up like that, it gives you a lot more space to get in. Absolutely beautiful. And RBP are an amazing supplier of wheels. Go and check them out in the link below. Cover Kings over there, they supply car covers. They're absolutely fantastic. Just look at that front bumper on this truck, and just the amount of money that goes into these vehicles is unbelievable. The best thing about SEMA is the pure selection, okay? When you turn up and you get underneath these trucks, you may find perfections and you may find imperfections. A lot of cars you turn up to are show queens. They've arrived there, you get down on your knees and there is an exhaust missing. But this is Chris Walker's El Camino, and oh my God, this car I saw years ago. And when I met Chris Walker, I was starstruck by him. Like, not only is he an amazing rat rod builder, this 5960 El Camino rat rod really has done the rounds, and it is world famous. It still has a little pickup bed in the back, and it truly is ratty and super cool. But he doesn't just show these cars at car shows, he drives the hell out of them. Go check out Chris Walker's creations. He is a true marvel in the rat rod world. Absolute legend. Nice 57 Bel Air there in orange, looking absolutely spangling. The thing about SEMA, right, is you look at Chris Walker's car there and it is beautiful, it is amazing in its own way, but these cars here are built within an inch of their life. Just look at the roll cage and the engine roll cage there. This car is an absolute animal. 1957 Bel Air, shown off by the chrome work there and that panel at the back, and a two-door pillarless, which is quite a rare car. They do a pillared version of this, but this really is a race car. Absolute animal. Some of the best things to see at SEMA are there for you to find. You will not be able to find everything you're looking for, but look at this early bullnose Trans Am. Not only has it got an LS in it, that colour is unbelievable. Doesn't look like a Trans Am, actually. I think this is a Formula 400 because it's got the two scoops at the front, and it's an early car as well, because if you look at the back window is flush. 70, 71, 72's flush. Later they get, the more curved the glass gets, and it follows the contour of the back of the car. Oh my God, Like, does it get cooler than this? Like Chevy Suburban, NASCAR, race car truck, super cool. You just never ever can tell. I mean, there's a bit of Adam C there, a bit of a Cobra. Everyone loves a Cobra, especially Adam C. But the best thing about SEMA is there is something for everyone. And when I say everyone, as long as you're in the automotive industry and you can get your pass, you can get into this show. But this show is only for pass holders only. If you're in the industry, you can get in. The problem with Cobras is they've been done, and they've been done again. So coming up with something new like this grey and black and red accents is really cool. But I'm pretty sure someone's already done that. So, love an Apache truck, and I love a lifted Apache truck. This looks like a 59 because I believe it's got single headlights. If it's a 58, it's got twins. Larry, lifted up in the air. Some of these Apaches are really rare being a four-wheel drive truck. I'm sure this vehicle being lifted may have aftermarketly had a four-wheel drive system installed, because that roll cage and just the engineering here just shouts I am a four-wheel drive monster. But although I look very pretty, I can rip that mud apart. The BF Goodrich tyres, I mean, it doesn't get any cooler than that. SEMA isn't always about the cars, it is about the product too. These cars are showcasing some of the most amazing products in the world. Hence, if you've got a booth at SEMA, then you are there to be seen, okay? People don't invest a couple of $100,000 to step back and not show their product off. I mean, look at this T-bucket. Super cool. It's got set Hillborn fuel injectors on the top, some massive exhaust headers on the side, and some mirrors just so you can see how beautiful the undercarriage is. In my opinion, once again, there must be a product here that is owned on this vehicle that was built by this amazing retailer. Guys, go and look at the cars and please talk to the owners of the booths and the cars. They are proud of their cars, but they are more proud of the product that's on them, okay? Because if it wasn't for the product that's on them, their car would not be at one of the best shows in the world. And SEMA really isn't a car show, okay? It is a transport automotive trade show. So basically this show is designed for you to go there and find products that you might like for your business or your vehicle. You know, although it is an amazing show, it really isn't a show, okay? Once again, an amazing Dodge Challenger. This could be a red eye, a Hellion. Wow, I mean, that car, you can tell it's just a pure race car. It's got slicks on the back of it. It's got an amazing interior, and like, it is like every other car. That is the problem at SEMA. Okay, she's a Super B. So that's flipping even cooler. Dodge have really taken hold of the old style of the cars and really brought them forward. Okay, so this is a proper race car. It's got slicks on the front, slicks on the back. It is ready to get on that two-lane blacktop and lay it down. Just check out those Hoosier race wheels. This car is an absolute animal. But you could pull up next to one that is a 3.6 standard car, automatic, and you wouldn't look too different. Guys, these cars are available in the UK for nearly £10,000 now. If you could think about 3-4 years ago, you couldn't find one of those for less than 20 grand. SEMA, although it is an indoor show, is also an outdoor show, guys. So this part here is open to the public. If you're in Vegas, look up the dates of SEMA and see if you can pop by. This early 58 Corvette C1, I believe, is unbelievable, gone for a satin finish with a biscuit interior, but you really cannot fathom how big this place is. It's open for 4 days, and I can assure you 4 days of walking around will not see everything. There is stuff that you will basically look online when you get home and go like, where was that car? Why did I not see it? You know, from wagons to off-road buggies to motorcycles to dune buggies to NASCAR powered Dodge Chargers. I mean, there is just about everything for you. If not, why don't you head over to the Hot Wheels booth, where they're basically building cars now in full scale and driving capability that you can buy a smaller version of. There are celebrities here all weekend. Remember guys, Hot Wheels, everyone has a Hot Wheel. If there's a car you want to build one day, get those Hot Wheels out and find some inspiration. Straight over from the Hot Wheels booth are the massive monster trucks. These cars are very strange in my opinion. They are massive off-road beasts, but they don't have off-road tyres, they have low-profile tyres. So these vehicles are more street showboaters rather than mud plugging madness wagons. Over here on the Hot Wheels booth, we've got the Midas Monkey from Gas Monkey. We've got some amazing recreations. So basically, people can now select their car, send them to Hot Wheels and see if they want to build a version of it as a toy. Which there was an amazing NAS Metropolitan, which I believe was, so to the right here, back there's a NAS Metropolitan, which was built into a car that won the Hot Wheels competition. A lovely, lovely hot rod. Look at them over wheels. There's no fenders on that. Absolutely fantastic. Head back over to the Hot Wheels section and look at the Metropolitan. I love this. NAS Metropolitan, absolutely beautiful. And that car there won this whole competition, okay? So all these vehicles here had the option to become a Hot Wheel if it was voted for, and the NAS won it. It's an absolute cool. I think it's called the NAS hole, as in the naughty word arsehole, but NAS as in N-A-S-H. It's a British made car, very, very cool. We're going over to the Jeeps now, guys, and you can see the absolute effort that goes into these beautiful, beautiful cars. And all the time you're looking around at amazing cars. In the background there, you've got Ford Performance, throwing Mustangs round and Dune trucks at their utmost of performance. Bending them round the corners, throwing them into railings and burning some rubber. That's what SEMA is all about. Unbelievable. We've got an absolutely amazing Street Outlaws car there. Guys, head over to Google and check out Street Outlaws. Street Outlaws are an unbelievable bunch of guys that, although it's proposed that they are illegally driving, I can appreciate that there is some kind of safety involved here. You know, the most important thing is human safety, and I'm sure there's no kids around and safety precautions are taken. To the right here is the Galpin Autosports Di Tommaso Pantera. And if there's anything I love, guys, it is a Di Tommaso Pantera. It truly is an absolute beast. And I'm loving the white as well. Don't think it gets any cooler than the white. Guys, thank you for following us around SEMA. Thank you for being nosy. And I hope you just love the array of vehicles that I've, shown to you guys today. There is quite literally something for everyone.
Look at beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car.
Okay, time to mention the promo girls and then the celebs. These lovely ladies are employed to entice buyers and important movers and shakers to stop at a display or booth. Sometimes these girls have been briefed about the company and the product they're employed to promote, but more often than not, they offer to sign a calendar or brochure for you. Perhaps you'll get a selfie too. The idea is, the signed item goes back to the office and is a semi-permanent reminder of that company's services or products. Business-to-business marketing in its most unfeminist form. And here's a novel use of promo girls. I did an interview with David McKenzie for Canadian Trucking magazine, and he wanted his promo girls in the shot to keep his truckers happy. They added some glamour to the NAS Charger too. Having a celebrity at your booth serves the same purpose, really. These celebs can be paid tens of thousands of dollars to sign anything put in front of them and pose for pictures with potential customers. So, going through my phone, most of these are 2019, but a few are from earlier. Here I am with top comedian Jay Leno. Here's Mark Warman of Graveyard Cars. Here's Russell from Fast and Loud, Richard Rawlins' business buddy. I got a picture of Richard too, legend. Here's me with Shag Harrington from Discovery show Iron Resurrection. He is a good friend of mine and an absolute true gent. Look at Horny Mike from Vegas-based Counts Customs. Take a gander at the Diesel Brothers, another Discovery show. Check out David Freiberger from Roadkill. Casey Matthew, another Gas Monkey Garage legend. Gary Fisher from the amazing Resurrected Rust. Mark Murthorpe from the legendary Cartoons magazine, and Alex Claudine from Hyperdrive. Once again, another Discovery Channel show. Elo, the former top male model who now runs museums in America. Charles Camino, once of Gas Monkey fame, now he's a Barrett Jackson legend. Justin Shearer, aka Big Chief from Street Outlaws. YouTuber Rob Pitts, who came to see me in the UK. Check out my NAS Charger build episode about that legend. Helen Stanley and Anthony Partridge from Goblin Garage. Derek Beery, another YouTuber there. Scrape from Tap Out. The Crazy Gang from Daily Driven Exotics. The Chip Foose, trailblazing superstar. Last but definitely not least, the very tall Ed China. You know, everything is bigger and better in America. Well, SEMA is absolutely gigantic. There are huge gargantuan halls filled with booths, and there are huge displays outside too. In 2019, they had a show area with modern Mustangs burning rubber all day, and pickups making big jumps too. But look at the amazing cars and vehicles all around. Hopefully you've seen some of the 4 episodes we cut about the Ratical build-off drive-off from Lincoln, Nebraska to SEMA. Well, in 2019 I drove the 1500 miles in my NAS Charger. Then it was displayed on the Pipe's exhaust stand, where it caused quite a bit of a stir.
I like it. It's good. It's real good.
I mean, the car is awesome.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
It is badass. The whole car is just a beauty.
The NAS Charger definitely attracted people to the Pipe's display, not only because it was the meanest looking second generation Charger you'll ever see, but because I wanted people to understand that it had been driven 1500 miles to SEMA. That's why when I was filming out in Atlanta with Ed Bolian, I asked my dad and our fellow team members, the Pacheros, to only detail one side of my creation. They did a fabulous job with the Maguire's cleaning products to detail one half of the vehicle, but I thought it would get far more appreciation and curious glances as the only car at SEMA that was half clean and half dirty. I was not wrong.
Difference in, clean and dirty is just night and day.
People can understand at first why we left half the car as dirty as it is, but people are starting to come around to the idea that SEMA should be about driving, it should be about learning and showing off the products in their real, the way they should be. What's more important than showing a product off? Putting a nice part on a vehicle and showing it? Or do you go out above and beyond and drive the car to SEMA 1560 miles through the snow, the sleet, the rain? But you know what? It's all worth it when the response of the people here is just overwhelming, man. It's just amazing. When people come up to me and look at the hard work that went into this car, it makes every heartache, every argument with myself, every reason for me to push forward and be here today completely worth it. And believe it or not, there was another Fast and Furious Toretto's 1970 Charger at SEMA. I'm told that mine got far more attention than that one. The other cars in the Ratical were also displayed at different booths and different areas in the different corners of SEMA. There were some amazing vehicles on display, no doubt about that. Arguably, this beaten up old 68 Fastback Mustang was the start of SEMA 2019. That's because this car was the long lost Steve McQueen Fastback Mustang that was the hero car in the Bullet film. The formerly AWOL star of one of the most famous car chases in cinematic history would go to fetch $3.4 million at an auction in 2020. That's $3.74 million with fees. Oh my God. So arguably the Bullet Mustang was king of SEMA. But who would be king of the Ratical? On the final day on the large Shell oil stage, Jeff Allen from the TV show The Car Chasers had been lined up to do the prize giving for the Ratical. All the competing entrants gathered to find out who would be crowned the king of the 2019 build-off drive-off.
All you guys right here are winners. We got one world champion though. And it's going down to Florida. Badass Rat Rod. Way to go, Sean.
Go around. Go around. There we go.
Congratulations, Sean.
Congratulations, buddy.
Here we go, world champion right here.
You want to say something to him, Sean? Thank everybody. Thank.
Okay, this is a fine day. I'm a little bit speechless, so I'm sorry, but everybody pitched in. This was a very, very long, hard effort. You know, I did it to win it. Thank God I did. But we put in everything we could, and we're so thankful we come out on top.
Winning the 2019 Ratical Raw Build-Off Drive-Off was amazing. All that time, effort, hard work, the trip, the journey, so many journeys, the journey building the vehicle, the journey getting to Lincoln, the journey from Lincoln to SEMA. After SEMA, the journey getting it into SEMA with some modifications we did was just amazing. So that was the icing on the cake. It was amazing. It meant a lot to me. There was competition was amazing. And I'm just very, very honored to be on top of it.
I was disappointed not to win, but I have the utmost respect for Sean's creation and most of the other vehicles my NAS Charger was up against. Team New Zealand's six-wheeler was a traffic stopper. Amazing. Team Australia really went to town with their creepy hearse, and there was stiff competition from the more traditional looking rat rods. At the end of the day, it was a vote. It wasn't like we were all trying to get inside just one judge's head. And I know I can more than hold my head up high with a NAS Charger. I had to at least recoup the money I'd spent on the NAS Charger and the trip to America, so regrettably I had to sell the car on. But I sold it to Martin Hahn, the self-proclaimed movie car freak. My creation will sit amongst the many impressive vehicles he'll be displaying at his museum in Austria. I think that's rather fitting for a car that turns so many heads. Plus, after I made the first NAS Charger, I was paid to build another for a guy in Spain. I'm pretty sure none of my competitors can tell you they were commissioned to repeat their build. So that's a small point of consolation I can dwell on. And what was really amusing was the fact that the day after SEMA finished, driving the NAS Charger away from the show area to our hotel, we encountered another black second generation Dodge Charger.
Oh, look at that! Small world. Oh, gee. Small world.
Apparently this one is driven around Vegas by its cigar smoking high roller owner more often than not. So after I pulled up next to him at the traffic lights, our eyes met. And that little bit of a nod of appreciation was all I needed for this cigar smoking second generation Dodge Charger owner's approval in Vegas.
Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car.
So on this tip of the day, guys, I'm going to teach you about service history. Service history will allow you to find out if the mileage is correct on the car and if it has been maintained properly. When you get your logbook or V5 certificate like this, hopefully it will be accompanied with what they call is a service pack. In this service pack, you will be looking for a service booklet that will be of this variety. As you mooch through the service book or maintenance record, it will tell you when the car was maintained. Some people feel the car needs to be done via mileage, but realistically, every 10 or 15,000 miles, that car should have an oil change. Some people will agree that it will be done by mileage, some people will agree that it should be done annually. So this one here has been serviced only twice, which is rubbish for a 14-year-old car. So it was serviced in 2008 at 12,000 and then serviced in 2013 at 56. This tells me that that car has not been maintained properly. What you're looking for is a service every single year and or every 10,000 miles. Keep being awesome, guys, and remember, maintenance is important. Time for Make or Break to take a break. See you on Wednesday for regular episodes, but we might be releasing more snippets on other days in the near future, so follow us on social media for updates about that. We're on all major platforms. Goodbye for now.